invite you to turn in your prayer books, sitting in front of you, to page 213. As we sing together words from the song Beyond.
Consecrated, may your brilliance never fade from the magnificent world you made. May your ways prevail in our own days, in our own life, and in the life of all Israel. Say Amen, and let us say Amen. Receive the same beauty that you bring, though you are far beyond the sweetest song we could ever sing. And let us say say Amen.
Shabbat Shalom. So wonderful to end the week together and welcome Shabbat. And to begin tonight's service, I would like to call Jody Nearing forward as we light our Shabbat candles. Please turn to page 13.
Light is the foundation of life, yet impossible to touch. Light is flowers growing and fruit trees blossoming, photosynthesis and rainbows shimmering. Light is energy and romance, enlightenment and lightning. Light is red and violent and magenta and blue. Lasers and campfires, warmth and illumination, the sunset and the dawn. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kitshanu b'mitzvotov, v'tzivanu l'chal l'kner shel Shabbat. Blessed art you, Adonai our God, eternal source of the universe, who hallows us with mitzvot and commands us to kindle the lights of Shabbat. Thank you.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav, v'tzivanu lehadlik ner shel Shabbat. Amen. We turn to page 34 for L'chadodi. After Neil, sing together after Neil.
L'chadodi, l'chadodi, likrat kala, likrat kala, b'nei Shabbat, b'nei Shabbat, l'kabla, l'kabla, l'chadodi, l'chadodi, likrat kala, likrat kala, b'nei Shabbat, b'nei Shabbat, l'kabla, l'kabla. Shalom ateret bala, gam misimcha uvetzola, toch emunei am segula, boi chala, boi chala, boi chala. L'chadodi, l'chadodi, likrat kala, likrat kala, b'nei Shabbat, b'nei Shabbat, l'kabla, l'kabla, l'chadodi, l'chadodi, likrat kala, likrat kala, b'nei Shabbat, b'nei Shabbat, l'kabla, l'chadodi, l'chadodi, likrat kala.
Please continue with me on page 41. May these prayers change me, this community work through my spirit.
May the whispers of community enter my ears, prayers of my parents lift up my being.
May the symbols around me shine in my heart, the words of Torah light up my eyes. May these friendships flow through me like a wave, this family move me like a full moon.
May these prayers that my life becomes a joyful song. יתגדל ויתקדש שמי רבה, אמן. ועלמא דברה חירותי וימליך מלכותי, בחייכון וביומכון, וחיי לכל בית ישראל, בגלה, ובזמן קריב, ויאמרו אמן. יהי שמי רבה מבורך, לעולם ולעלמיה יתברך. יתברך וישתבח ויתפאר ויתרומם ויתנשא ויתהדר ויתהלל ויתהלל שמי לקודשה בריחו לילה מכל ברכתה ושירתה תושבחתה ונחמתה דמירן בעלמא ויאמרו אמן. La 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 Baruch hu et Adonai ha-mevorach. Baruch Adonai ha-mevorach, ha-mevorach le'olam va'ed. Ha-mevorach, ha-mevorach le'olam va'ed.
Please join me in the middle of page 45. Together, our kind deeds are used by God as seed for the planting of trees in the Garden of Eden. Thus, each of us, by our deeds, has the power to create our own paradise. Baruch atah Adonai, hama'ariv aravim. Blessed are you, O God, who makes the evening fall. Continuing on page 51. Together at the top. Everyone is wrapped in a holy light, which shines brightest in our hour of love. Baruch atah Adonai, ohev amo Yisrael. Blessed are you, Adonai, who loves our people Israel and all your people with an unending love.
Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad. 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 Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto Leolam Va'ed. Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto Leolam Va'ed. Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad. Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad.
As we're seated, we join together on page 57, the chanting of Ve'ahavta.
ואהבת את אדוני אלוהיך בכל לבבך ובכל נפשך ובכל מאודיך. והיו הדברים האלה אשר אנוכי מצווך היום על לבבך. ושיננתם לפניך ודיברת בם בשבתך בביתך ובלכתך בדרך ובשוכבך ובקומך, וקשרתם לאות על ידיך, והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך, וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך, למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותיי, והייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם. אני אדוני אלוהיכם, אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים, להיות לכם לאלוהים. אני אדוני אלוהיכם. Amen.
I just returned from a meeting in a very difficult place to visit, La Jolla in California. And so I think the next prayer on page 60 is very appropriate because it reminds me of standing at the water's edge. The sea spray on your cheek. Close your eyes and feel within the beating of freedom's drum. Listen closely on the breeze. Do you hear the music of the ages? O God, you beat the drum. You are the song. You are the wonder in each of us. With joy and awe, we sing to you this song of freedom.
כי פדה אדוני את יעקב, וכי הלא מיד חזק ממנו. ברוך אתה אדוני גאל ישראל.
Please join on page 66. Those who keep the Sabbath and call it a delight shall rejoice in your deliverance. All who hallow the seventh day shall be gladdened by your goodness. This day is Israel's festival of the Spirit, sanctified and blessed by you, the most precious of days, a symbol of the joy of creation.
ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. ביני ובין בני ישראל אותי לעולם, כי ששת ימים עשה אדוני את השמיים ואת הארץ. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. וביום השביעי שבת ויהי נפש. וביום השביעי שבת ויהי נפש. וביום השביעי שבת ויהי נפש.
Yalla la la, yalla la 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 la, yalla la 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 la, yalla la 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 la, yalla la yalla la 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 la, yalla la 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 la, yalla la la la, yalla la la, yalla la 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 la, yalla la 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 la, yalla la 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 la, yalla yalla la 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 la, yalla la 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 la. Ya la 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 la, ya la la la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la la la.
הגדול, הגיבור והנורא, עליון גומל חסדים טובים, וקונה הכל, וזוכר הסתיוות והימאות, ומביא גאולה לבני בניהם, למען שמו באהבה, מלך חוזר, מושיע ומגן, ברוך אתה אדוני, מגן אברהם ועזרת שרה.
We continue at the bottom of page 69 together. Prayer invites us to let God's presence suffuse our spirits, to let God's will prevail in our lives. Prayer cannot bring water to parched fields, nor mend a broken bridge, nor rebuild a ruined city. But prayer can water an arid soul, mend a broken heart, and rebuild a weakened will. Baruch atah Adonai, mechaye hakol. Blessed are you, O God, who renews all things.
אתה קדוש ושמך קדוש וקדושים בכל יום יהללוך סלה. ברוך אתה אדוני האל הקדוש.
As you're seated, we pray silently.
לשונים מרע ושפתיים מדבר מרמה. אם כללי נפשי תדום ונפשי כעפר לכל תהיה. אלוהי, אלוהי נצור לשוני מרע ושפתיים מדבר מרמה. אם כללי נפשי תדום ונפשי כעפר לכל תהיה. אלוהי נצור לשוני מרע ושפתיים מדבר מרמה. אם כללי נפשי תדום ונפשי כעפר לכל תהיה. אלוהי נצור לשוני מרע ושפתיים מדבר מרמה. אם כללי נפשי תדום ונפשי כעפר לכל תהיה. אלוהי, אלוהי נצור לשוני מרע ושפתיים מדבר מרמה. אם כללי נפשי תדום ונפשי כעפר לכל תהיה.
As we turn our thoughts and our prayers towards healing, we turn to page 84. And we read this poem together, this psalm for resistance and fragility, recognizing all of the wonderful technology and things that are out there to help us find healing in our lives. And so together we pray, praise the source of life, wellspring of compassion, who created all as both resilient and fragile. Bless the connections that remind us all is one. We thank you for communication in all its variety, sign language, braille, spell checkers, and hearing aids. We thank you for ingenious mobility, wheelchairs, canes, elevators, and feet. We praise you for life-giving assistance, dialysis, respirators, doctors, and breath. Most of all, we thank you for loving hearts that bridge all perceived divides. Praise the eternal source of the universe, who has brought forth life in its infinite variety.
Before us, help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say, Amen. Te
Good Shabbos. Our Torah portion this week, Tazria, focuses on leprosy and bodily discharge, which of course got me to thinking about the presidential campaign. Now, as the rabbi of a 501c3 congregation, I am not permitted to endorse a candidate during an election cycle, and indeed will do no such thing here on this bima this evening. In fact, the only candidate I will be endorsing is me. Some of you have been kind enough to suggest that I consider running for political office. And I would find this very flattering if I did not suspect that it might just be a sneaky way of getting rid of me. Nonetheless, I've decided to tackle the challenge head-on and have spent a good deal of time recently thinking about what the candidates are not saying that I believe they should be. So here is my platform. If you want to write my name in on the ballot in November, all I can say is Gornish Telfin. First, economics. I don't know about you, but from an economic point of view, my family has done both well and poorly under Republicans, and both well and poorly under Democrats. We prospered under Ronald Reagan, but suffered under George W. We did very well under Clinton, but not so well under Carter. So I don't use party affiliation to predict economic results. What I can say is that although our tax system needs to be sorely reformed, I am not as sure as some of our candidates that that is the solution to our problems. It's like me running up a huge credit card debt and then deciding to solve the problem by only paying the minimum amount due each month on my bill. It doesn't work. Believe me, I've tried it. No, if our goal is to have a balanced checkbook, we would do well to solve our spending problem first. And for guidance, I would turn to, of all places, the U.S. Constitution. What we sometimes forget is that we are meant to be a union of states. As the nation's first liberal, conservative, libertarian, radical president, I would decrease the size of the federal government dramatically by returning those programs not constitutionally mandated as federal and not involving basic civil rights back to the states. What we need in Washington is what the Jewish Kabbalists called tzimtzum, a contraction, a pulling back. And this should work because all politics is local, and the closer the money gets to home, the better it should be spent, except perhaps here in Michigan, but that's a story for another sermon. There was a wonderful book written a quarter century ago by the economist E.F. Schumacher entitled Small is Beautiful. I love it, not merely because I am only 5'6", small is clearly beautiful, but also because in the areas of energy, education, welfare, social services, and the like, small really may be more efficient, more responsive, more innovative, and more cost-effective. Take energy, for instance. As was exposed in the Great Blackout of 2003, our national energy grid is vulnerable, not only to human or mechanical error and natural disaster, but also to terrorism. But neither a terrorist nor a freak storm could shut down a grid comprised of millions of independent providers, from solar panels to wind turbines to hydrogen engines to geothermal, tidal, or hydro generators. So when it comes to energy, regional is beautiful. The same system of power generation that could work in sunny states such as Arizona or California, may not work so well here in Michigan, let's face it. But if I am elected, and we do indeed decentralize the government, what would be left for the federal government to do? That's easy. Defending the lives, liberties, and rights of all citizens, irrespective of where they live. In America, you do not lose your civil rights just because you happen to live in Mississippi, Nebuch. Then there are, of course, a few additional areas of federal control mandated in the Constitution, interstate commerce, international treaties, and so on. But in addition, the national government should probably keep a few, very few, portfolios not specified in the Constitution. This would include initiatives that both Republicans and Democrats agree should be tackled on a macro level. Disease control is an example, and also what I call the moonshot. It does make sense every once in a while for the president to spearhead a national endeavor so large and so complex that no state alone could take it on. The building of a national highway system, for instance, or sending a man to the moon. And in the present day, that area of national investment, I believe, should be developing and promoting clean energy sources, which would conserve the world we know for our children, while at the same time providing an economic generator for decades to come. Now, I know that conservation is currently associated with the liberal camp, but I would argue that conservation is, by definition, a conservative activity. I mean, how could a true conservative be opposed to conserving, especially that which is most precious about our collective past? Now, some of you may be surprised by my states' rights approach to politics, since the theory of states' rights historically has been abused, and in North Carolina is still being abused, by bigots seeking to justify discrimination. But even a good idea can be twisted, and the decentralization of power is tried and true and a good idea as we learn from our own Jewish heritage. Judaism remained intellectually vibrant during the Middle Ages, precisely because it refused to become centralized. We never elected a pope. We always put power in the hands of the local authorities. And I believe that it was that dispersion of power, the fact that we retained so many separate points of light, which allowed us to remain enlightened even when the world around us fell into darkness. And unfortunately, that battle continues to this very day. You see, the major struggle in which we are now engaged is not one between religions or nation states. It is a war between enlightenment and medievalism. It is the existential question of whether we are to live in a world of rationalism, science, equality, and civil rights, or one of superstition, misogyny, ignorance, and oppression. And therefore, it is not unenlightened to recognize that a real threat to our freedoms is coming from certain regions of the world right now, and to set our immigration policy accordingly. For I will tell you, the barbarians are already at our gates. Now, before you start nominating me as Donald Trump's running mate, there is one caveat. Governments, historically, have tended to make the decision as to who should be excluded and who embraced based on xenophobia rather than enlightened self-interest. The turning away of the SS St. Louis during the Holocaust, for instance, a ship filled with innocent, harmless, imperiled refugees, was not the result of a rational immigration policy. It was anti-Semitism, pure and simple. The internment of Japanese Americans during the same war was not a reasoned response to an actual fifth-column threat. It was an irrational act of paranoid racism. Do you know that there was not a single instance of Japanese Americans participating in or planning acts of sabotage? And yet, an entire people was rounded up and jailed, while at the very same time, the government officials knew of actual cells of German-American saboteurs actively operating in New York, and yet not a single one of their number was ever even detained. That is medievalism, not enlightenment. Prejudice posing as policy. As president, I will have very low barriers for entry into this country. I won't care what God you pray to, or how you look, what you eat, or how you dress. I will insist on only one thing, that you not want to kill my children. Finally, you should know that I personally choose my presidential candidates based in no small measure on how good I believe he or she will be in appointing Supreme Court justices. For a president's term is only 4 years, but we can be stuck with a Supreme Court justice for life. And so for foundational issues like the separation of church and state, campaign finance, civil liberties, women's rights, and so on, the nominee for SCOTUS is actually more important to me than the candidate for POTUS. That our most recent Supreme Court, under the guise of originalism, opined in the Citizens United case that a corporation, mind you, has the same constitutional rights as an individual citizen is, well, if that idea is original to the Founding Fathers, I would ask, why is Thomas Jefferson still spinning around in his grave? So no, you may not actually be able to vote for me in November, but when you do cast your ballot, please think deeply about the kind of Supreme Court you want, because more often than not, it is our highest court that determines the kind of country we live in, especially for minorities. So, if my sermon has confused you as to whether candidate Yedwab is a liberal, a conservative, a radical leftist, or somewhere just to the right of Attila the Hun, good. Because an enlightened politician will not be a Democrat or a Republican on every issue. Instead, an enlightened candidate will be thoughtful and well-informed, even-handed and level-headed, open to new ideas and responsive to factual evidence. Furthermore, an enlightened candidate will eschew hypocrisy and demagoguery. And most importantly, an enlightened candidate will be ever mindful of that which is written in what, after the Bible, is the greatest document ever conceived by humankind, the Constitution of our United States. Shabbat Shalom, and may God bless America.
Standing on the parted shores of history, we still believe what we were taught. Before ever we stood at Sinai's foot, that wherever we go, it's eternally Egypt.
That there's a better place, a promised land, and the The winding way to that promise passes through the wilderness, that there's no way to get from here to there except by joining hands and marching together, singing ya da 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 ya da 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 da.
I'd like to invite Hillary King, a member of our executive committee, to come forward for the congregational announcements.
Shabbat Shalom. After much anticipation and excitement, the Torah Project, Mitzvah 613, is starting. The opening ceremony will be this Sunday, April 10th at 10 a.m. Please join your clergy and the congregation for brunch and be included in this exciting opportunity. Visit Temple Israel's website, click on the Torah Project Mitzvah 613 button to sign up to scribe a letter in our new Torah. Mitzvah 613 flyers and brochures are available after services. Join us this Sunday morning to scribe a letter and make a dedication. I understand actually we have some raffle tickets somewhere, right, David? And you can get them from David after services. Oh, we have them right. Okay, so you get them after services, and then the first 6 people get the first 6 letters? Is that how it works? Right, you have to be present to win. So we'll put them in a bowl on Sunday morning, and then the first 6 letters will be raffled off. Right? Listen carefully, all you nanas and papas out there. It's your job to let your kids know that all children born to families of our congregation during the past 12 months are invited to join in the blessing of the newborns at our Passover morning service, Saturday, April 23rd at 10:30 a.m. They will be invited to the bima in the chapel to be blessed by their parents, grandparents, and their clergy. The congregation is then invited to a Passover oneg reception after the service. How many of you are parents of a child in college or beyond? Do you consider yourself a boomer or empty nester? Are you looking to re-energize your involvement in Temple Israel and Judaism? If you answered yes to any of these questions, we invite you to join us at Palazzo de Bacci on April 16th at 7 p.m. There is still time to sign up to spend the second night of Passover at a Seder with your family and friends right here at Temple on Saturday, April 23rd. Space is limited, so don't delay. And the very best part of this, no dishes to wash. Please note your calendars that the Passover Yizkor service will be on Friday morning, April 29th at 10:30 a.m. We're once again planning a photo montage memorializing loved ones of blessed memory. If you're planning to attend and would like to submit a photo, please send or drop off one picture to Rebecca Greider at the Temple office by April 25th to be included in the program. If you provided one last year, just call Rebecca and ask her to include it again. You will find further information on these programs at the information table as you leave, or you can call the Temple office during regular business hours. Please join us after services for the Oneg and Shabbat greetings. On behalf of the officers and the members of the Board of Trustees, Shabbat Shalom.
As we turn now to the conclusion of our service, I would like to invite Debbie and David Crowley to come forward to open the Ark in honor of David's recent conversion. We say Mazel Tov to you. And we'd also like to invite the youngsters of our congregation. If you're 11 years old and younger, please join us up here on the bima. And we rise and we turn to page 189.
עלינו לשבח לאדון הכל, לתת גדולה ליוצא בראשית, שלא עשנו כגויי ארצות, ולא שמנו כמשפחות האדמה, שלא שם חלקנו כהם, וגורלנו ככל המונם, ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא, ונאמר והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד ושמו
Please be seated. We are the pages of the book that was begun those many years ago. We are the holders of the dream that shines brightly in our children's eyes. We are the ember of the flame that was gleaned from those who walked before. Threads together woven, joys and sorrows to each other bound, a people forever united. Tonight we remember those who died in recent days in the period of Shloshim. Marilyn Barnett, Jonathan Benaderet, Betty Jane Clausen, Esther Fine, Cheryl Friedenberg, Mary Goodman, Charlotte Gorman, Bobby Graff, Bobby Hollander, Richard Jager, Pauline Carball, Rhoda Lampert, Hyman Levinson, Shirley Lindy, Lieutenant Mike Madigan, Gerald Manco, Joyce Passman, Dr. Harold Plotnick, Mark Robinson, Dr. Stephen Rosen, Carol Rickberg, Stanley Sachs, Sheldon Sandler, Marilyn Schwartz, Joan Friedman Sliker, Kenneth Stein, Lawrence Stockler, Hugh Tooley's, Natalie Victor, Jerry Vold, Stuart White, Barry Zate. We also remember those whose yard sites fall at this time. Dr. Gerald Brickner, Harold Bernstein, Fred Scheiman, Herman Emmer, Max Feldman, Arthur Froelich, Edward Geffen, Hilda Geffen, Tilly Greenberg, Norman Gusson, Helen Hack, Norma Hardin, Kevin Edward Hirsch, Jerry Hollenstadt, Edward Kamini, Minnie Kaplan, Ruth Kaplan, Helene Klein, Bernie Lampier, Alton Lazar, Norman Lee, William Newman, Nancy Ohl, Jack Peltz, Bessie Ruth Plisco, Mignon Resnick, Norman Ross, Alvin Rotman, Irving Rubin, Julia Schwartz, Harvey Sherman, Wendy Stern, Ethel Trorig, Philip Zeltzer, Jack Repetor, Harvey Filko, Sidney Kerman, Sam Shankman, Minnie Shankman, Mary Louise Hertz, Arnold Berg, Gus Green, Morris Dickstein, Shirley Finkel, Joseph Finkel, Jack Weiss, Marilyn Weiss, James Geffen, Sarah Lipschutz, Sam Weiner, Barbara Norris, Wolf Goldfarb, Ray Letwin, Ethel Oakrent, Mitchell Scott Schechter, David Novak, Joseph Sklar, Paul Kay, Howard Schwartz, Zangwell Garber. Tehei Nishmotehem Sorot Bitzra Chaim, May their souls be bound up in the bond of everlasting life and memory. As we turn now to the words of the Mourner's Kaddish, which can be found on page 199. Yitgadal v'yitkadash shemei Rabba, be'alma divra chirute v'yamlich malchute, v'chayechon uv'yomechon uv'chaye dechol beit Yisrael, v'agala uv'izman kari v'imru amen. Yehi shmei Rabba mevorach leolam omei omaya, yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yipa'ar v'yidromam v'yitnaseh, Vitadar vitale vitalal shemeda kudsha brichu le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata tushbechata v'nechamata da'amiran be'alma v'imru amen. Yehi shlama rabba min shemaya v'chayim aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. Osei shalom b'mromav hu ya'aseh shalom Aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. May the source of peace send peace to all who mourn and comfort to all who are bereaved among us. Amen.
We conclude our service with Adon Olam on page 201.
בטרם כה יציר נברא ועת נעשה בחפצו כל אזי מלך שמו נקרא ואחרי תפלוט הכל לבדו ימלוך נורא והוא היה והוא הורה והוא יהיה בתפארה אדון עולם אשר מלך בטרם כל יציר נברא לעת נעשה בחפצו כל אזי מלך שמו נקרא ואחרי ככלות הכל לבדו ימלוך נורא והוא היה והוא הווה והוא יהיה בתפארה
והוא אחד ואין שני להמשילו להכבירה בלי ראשית בלי תכלית ולא העוז והמשרה והוא אלי וחי גואלי בצור חבלי בעת צרה והוא ניסי מנת כוסי ביום אחד בידו הפקיד רוחי ועת ישן ויהירה ועם רוחי גביה אדון עלי ולא יירא אדון עולם אשר מלך בטרם כל יציר נברא ועת נעשה בחפצו כל אזי מלך שמו
שבת שלום
שבת שלום שבת שלום שבת שלום שבת שלום שבת שלום שבת שלום שבת שלום מבורך שבת שלום 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 ומבורך שבת שלום